Hi, good evening. I'm glad you all had a chance to get in here for the seventh episode called Just Start, Babes. My name is Leela, and I'm your host for this podcast. All right, this is great. A warm welcome to you all. Today is July 8th, 2024. Hope you all had an amazing first week of the month. We upload a new episode every other month, so this means the next episode will be out on September 8th, 2024. Now, what we have to talk about today is the process that got us to start a podcast to communicate to all your viewers and listeners out there. One thing I'll ask all viewers and listeners to do right now is hit the like button for wherever you are tuning in, the follow button on this podcast, and on our YouTube channel, you can leave a comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. All right, let's get into it. We'll lead with a couple of questions cultivated from a few professionals we worked with on this project. Starting with the first question on the list. What made you all move forward with this project called More Love? Great question to start us off with. We asked the question on Instagram to a company representative that we thought we wouldn't hear back from, but we wanted to just start and get out there. The company not only wrote back, but they started following us on Instagram. This definitely gave us a boost of confidence as we literally have a few pieces of content on our marketing materials. Question 2. Can you tell me about the initial process of writing for this project? During the remainder of the courses for the Fashion, Merchandising, and Marketing program at the Art Institute of New York City, the journal used during the FSH 200 Trend Forecasting and Concept Research class in 2011 was used to write during the commute from Delaware to New York, 3 days a week, in the fall of 2015. When I moved back to Delaware and started to commute on the Greyhound, Megabus, or a friend's car, I wrote a majority of the outline that stemmed from the domain name extension morelove.us bought in 2015. As I wrote and rearranged letters in the domain name, made examples of logos, and worked with a friend named Aaron on what was originally an animated cross, which turned into an intersection with more love letters, rearranged into four sets of two letters pronounced move. We decided to add the rearranged letters to each corner of the intersection. It looked polished and went well with the acronym description that reads Missions on Roads Enable Learning of Valuable Extents. So we added this on the back cover of our printed website manual. Later in 2015, I started a delivery company delivering food in the Newcastle County area. Not knowing what I would call the business, I decided to go to the state building in Wilmington, Delaware, where people that renew or want to obtain a business license go for filing. The receptionist asked, "What is the name of the business?" I was undecided, and she began to ask a couple of questions about the company's marketing material and wanted to know what we've already done. Based on my response, the clerk and I decided to go with the name More Love. Yes, More Love without the .us domain name extension at the end. Question 3. When did you guys partner with Mall City, the company that only sells .us domains? We bought the domain name mallcity.us in 2020, and in the first quarter of 2021, Mall City became a business entity with a website called mallcity.us. And later in 2021, More Love website, morelove.us, collaborated with Mall City's website. When we came up with the idea of turning morelove.us website into the food court for mallcity.us, after our website developer finished the basic function of the website computer process, we noticed we could expand. Before the Mall City and More Love partnership, the More Love Company was an agricultural delivery service servicing the tri state area as contractors. Since then, we have expanded our market by outsourcing many of our services. In 2022, we got started with a podcast to talk about agriculture, food delivery, food reviews, the More City, More Love collaboration, and interviews with some of the most beloved people in the agricultural service and surrounding services to pair along with the Mall City architecture space. Question 4. What made you all initially pick the Apple Podcast for creators? Great question. So, I've been a supporter of Apple products for years. There are a couple of podcast hosting companies that we considered upon deciding on Apple. This was an easy decision and a good place to start, knowing we could also add our podcast on other podcast services. This concludes our story of how we got started with the More Love and More City project. Thank you for listening and or watching. Remember, you must first believe in yourself and then others will believe in you.